contradicted by Google's support page that reads, as of September 30th, 2021, new video action campaigns that you create in Google Ads use Google Video Partners automatically.
So you are getting screwed.
I mean, what's really interesting is this isn't in our notes, but it was in one of the articles that I read about this. Apparently, since 2016, there's been less transparency in terms of like something to do with the way that your campaign runs. I don't want to say anything because we'll get the exact details wrong because it's just based on 4 hours ago. But
changing mag.
Man, I will be keeping an extremely close eye on this over the next little bit because this is kind of a bombshell. Like, we're not just talking about millions of dollars or tens of millions of dollars. We could be talking about billions of dollars. I also saw a list of the brands that were allegedly affected by this. Let me see if The Verge has the original analytic. Yeah, here it is. So here's the original article from Analytics. YouTube channel Valid TrueView. Web page Valid TrueView. Invalid TrueView. Whoops. Here's an American Express. So they've actually got, like, they've got receipts. Yeah. American Express YouTube TrueView ad serving on a third-party website. What the heck is the news lens? I've never heard of this before. Video player is muted by default. Video ads autoplay without consumer initiation. Here's another one. JP Morgan Chase YouTube TrueView ad. Just like casually sitting here on whatever the site is. Multiple Kayak YouTube TrueView ads playing in different ad slots.
How much of this is like
blood for blood.
Text-based websites abusing how the works and stuff like that, try to like trick it and get it. We've seen that strategy for years.
That's possible.
So Google might need to step up. Like they're like, oh, we blocked 143,000 websites. Like maybe you should do more. So like that website sounds like a lot in a vacuum. Or sorry, that amount of websites sounds like a lot in a vacuum, but it might not actually.
Yeah. So it's not like they're just coming out of nowhere saying this. Google says it's not true.
Of course they do, though. Like,
I will be very interested. Well, okay, fine. Do you want to jump into our next topic then?
Sure.
Allegedly, this is according to a recent forum post from Korean overclocker SafeDisk, the entire EVGA motherboard team in Taiwan has resigned, which could force the company to leave the motherboard market. However, this is very contested. In fact, I personally reached out to EVGA, and you can go ahead and read the response for the good people here.
Just the big one at the bottom?
Yeah.
All rumor. Kingpin still with EVGA, still focused on other product lines, and Taiwan office still open. Here to support our customers.
Now, what's curious is that while there has been some speculation that the Taiwan office is closing and that Kingpin is leaving EVGA, and this is based on an offhand remark he made in an interview with Gamers Nexus, where he basically was asked, "What's your next big project?" And he said nothing. The one thing that EVGA's message doesn't contest is the motherboard team.
Yes.
And if Kingpin said, I don't have any other projects, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's leaving. So all he said is Vince is still there. But that doesn't necessarily mean he has any projects with the motherboard team if they're gone. So
he might have also interpreted as like, what is your next project? Because if I remember correctly, he like looks at the other guy and says nothing. Or something. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't have it right in front of me. I don't know. But yeah.
Workers at EVGA Spain told Tech Power Up that it was business as usual at their branch, and EVGA has denied accounts of mass resignations and leaving the motherboard market to both Tech Power Up. Oh, and apparently to us as well. So this didn't contain a denial of that, but maybe to some extent. Part of what made these rumors seem plausible, though, is that it's only been a year since EVGA announced it was leaving the GPU market. And some forum users have noted that the company's Supernova XC power supplies come with only a 3-year warranty, which is 2 to 7 years shorter than what is usual for EVGA. Dun, dun, dun. I also noticed, completely independent of this, that EVGA's site
Our
has
UAV is orbiting
basically
the area.
nothing in stock. And the reason for this is that we have an upcoming budget power supply roundup. I know, right? We're doing a budget power supply roundup. Can you believe it? The power supply tester is up and running.
Hey.
Yeah, so anyway, the winner was an EVGA power supply. We'll get that video out to you guys as soon as it's through the editing pipeline. But what I realized was that it wasn't available anywhere. So in the time between a few weeks ago, us buying it and testing it and sitting down to review the script with Alex, it had completely disappeared from the internet. It wasn't available at any of the major retailers we would expect to find it at, and it wasn't even listed on EVGA's website. I then started going through EVGA's site, which it looks like you're doing. Don't look at GPUs though, they're out of that market. Just power supplies. I started going through EVGA's site, and what I realized was they don't have a single power supply in stock. Seriously, click on anything. So I called them because I was like, hey, this is going to be pretty embarrassing if we, do it's a small roundup. The process is very manual right now. That we tested 5 power supplies, only 3 of which were actually really budget because all we wanted was a good recommendation. And we basically stopped as soon as we got there because it is inordinately time consuming and there's a lot for us to figure out in our workflow, which we will, but this was just a good test run.
So the only things they have in stock on their website are B stock. There is B stock.
So it would be pretty embarrassing if the winner of our roundup of 3 items didn't exist anymore. So I called EVGA and I went, hey, what's going on? Do you still make budget power supplies? Also, like, are you gonna have any stock? What's the deal here? And I was assured that there is inventory incoming, and that, like, it might be a little while after the video comes out before you can actually buy one, but there are more coming, and you will be able to buy one. So I had already had some questions about what was going on over at EVGA, because even if they do have more power supplies coming, that doesn't mean necessarily that things are going great. There's nothing in stock on their site.
Yeah, no motherboards outside of B stock. No motherboards and no power supplies in stock at all. A little fishy.
With that said, there were some power supplies in stock at third parties. And my understanding is that EVGA stocks their site before retailer sites.
Oh, wait. Do you mean the other way around?
Excuse me, I mean the other way around. They stock partner sites before their own site. But I don't consider this matter to be entirely resolved, is what I will say about all of this.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
Hey, you can also buy a line.
Okay, thank you, Luke. That is
very cool.
Very helpful.
And a mouse badge.
I mean, don't forget about the case badge.
The metal case badge for $1? That's not too bad.
Yeah, as long as you don't want to buy more than 15.
Start melting them down.
That would be a problem.
Hold on, guys. We've only got like 3 things left in stock. 15 per person maximum. We don't want to completely run out.